things. They can forge reviews. So this system is going to it's going to have a history of all reviews. People, you can send it to people, they can rate you, and then it's more like a rating system, but it's going to be open source.
Wow. It's going to be open source. So you're not going to tell us how to make money. Okay, let's take one more innovator and then I'll introduce our resource person.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I by name Nasr Muhammad Awal, the CEO of DroneForge Nigeria. Okay, so what we are currently building, we are building a system whereby people will learn drone technology, let me just say the services and then the e-learning platform. So we might have a lot of issues whereby people wants to like repair their drones, but they will end up taking it from Lagos to Abuja or Calabar or Port Harcourt. So we provide our services whereby somebody will just come through the platform, understand how drone technology works, and also be a drone pilot. So we are actually making a way that people can have a self-reliant and also gain from the services. Thank you.
Wow. Some very unique innovations here. Anybody from the ladies? Any innovator? Okay, please put your hands together for this lady. Can you please step forward? Make way for her, please. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rehan Osman. I'm currently working as a product manager for WonderCard. It's basically an NFC card where I can just scan my card. So this is a card, it can be customized, so it's NFC based. If you have your phone, you can just tap it and then, or if anyone has his phone, he can just scan this card and he'll have my contact details. So it's the product that we're building.
Please. Let's appreciate her. This one, she has a working product. Oh, this is excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's begin by appreciating ourselves first for being here today. Put your hands together for yourselves, please. Okay, if you were asked to clap for yourself, is this how you are going to do it? Okay, that's fairly acceptable. Our resource person, can we see the slides, please? All right. Talent acquisition in creative market. I've never heard of this topic, but I guess we'll find out what it entails. Our resource person is a household name today in Katsina State because of his feat in the tech ecosystem in northwestern Nigeria. He is the founder and chairman of Lumilab. He is also the state community manager for the 3 Million Talent project from the Federal Ministry of Innovation and Digital Economy. And my very good friend, a Toastmaster, is also single, for your information. Umar Farouk Kutawa. Please put your hands together for Umar Mustafa Kutawa.
I'll shake you like you do just It's still morning. Okay. Hello everyone, good afternoon. So it's a pleasure to be with you all in this master class. So me and my brother, we're going to facilitate this session. Talent acquisition in creative market. And my brother will come and deal with the talent retention. So if you get the talent, how can you keep the talent? So first, who is working in any creative industry here? When I say creative, you can say designers, fashion, photographers, anything creative. What do you do? Okay, filmmaker and songwriter. Do you have issue getting talent to work with you? You don't. Quality talent. Who else working in creative industry? Okay, graphic designer, another one. So, getting talent in creative industry is not like the traditional industry. For example, if you want to hire an accountant in the NFC company, it's very easy. You're looking for an accountant that has certain certification, certain years experience. He present his certificate, you hire him because he have proven record of I can do accounts, right? But in creative industry, it's not the same. You have a passion brand and you want to hire a passion designer. Someone went to university in London and studied passion, but cannot design something good. But someone in Quarry, in Kano, can design something better than him because he know how to do it. So I'll give you a story which at the end, I'll reference this story most in my presentation. So someone want to hire, let me say Mr. A, want to hire a talent. And he said, I have two options. I have heaven and hell. Heaven and hell. So, and then the talent say, I'll go look at them first before I decide where to go. And then first he go to the heaven. It's normal, but there is nothing interesting. There's no, it's just normal. And then he go to hell. It's exciting. A lot of things are happening here, the passion to drive and everything. And then he come back and say, hey, I want to go to hell. I say, okay, you can go to hell. And when he get back to hell, he see everything change. There is no good environment anymore. And the devil come and say, welcome. And he say, earlier when I was here, it's good place. And say, that when we are recruiting you, now you are our staff. Welcome to the party. So creatives don't like this kind of scenarios. The clicker is not working. Can we go to the next slide? The clicker is not working. Okay, the next one. Yes, okay. So, like I mentioned earlier, creative industry is not that like average industries. It's an industry where it requires talent, it requires passion for someone to join you. And for you to find the right talent, that's where the difficulties come. Because if you are a photographer or videographer, and you want someone, because one thing about creativity is it has to deal with the level of creative mindset of the person. Even if he's good, he can take a photography, but there is certain angle that you are looking for. I remember someone came shooting a video here in Katsina, we went together. We spent almost an hour, and he's looking for 4 seconds video, 4-second shoot. And when he got it, he said, yes, this is the one. And we spent the whole day trying to get that 4 seconds. And he can only get it with someone who is talented enough to get that 4 seconds video. Okay, you can go to the next. The clicker is not working, please. So, what are the challenges we encounter in getting a creative market? Talent. So, creative talent, the market around the world is around $6 trillion. $6 trillion. And Africans are contributing only 1.4%. 1.4% of that. And if you are following the trend, you know that the population in Europe is declining in age. So there is not enough talent to cover that market. So you see, we have the opportunity here, because we have the youngest population at the continent, to export that talent there. But the thing is, it's about the quality of the talent. Because if you are a graphic designer or videographer, if you are not qualitative enough, you cannot compete in a global market in creative industry. Because you have to have that level of creativity to compete in that. So there is high demand and short supply of talent in the global market. And then, like what I mentioned earlier, portfolio versus degrees. Degrees don't work here. You might have your best degree, your first class, but it didn't work. You need to have that skills that can get you employed in creative markets. So as a company, how can you differentiate between, while employing, between the one that have talent and the one that have degrees? So that is another challenge. You see a lot of the talent out there have the degrees, but they don't have the talent to work in creative industry. So that's one of the major challenges. And then the cultural pit. One thing, who have, even if there is no creative, there are muscle. If you have a creative friend, you know they have one thing in common: freedom. Creative people don't want to be behind the cubicles. They need to express themselves. They need to work, because I'll give an example of fashion industry again. You hire a fashion designer, and you are telling her, or you are telling him exactly this is how to make the kaftan. Exactly this is how to make the kaftan. And this guy have another vision of, if I make the capital like this, it could look better. So instead of restricting that talent to, this is how we do it, and if you cannot do it like this, go home. He cannot grow in that kind of environment, and even if you get the talent, you cannot retain them. After a short period of time, they'll quit. And another challenge is remote jobs. Like I mentioned, if you're in Nigeria now, mostly we are looking for remote jobs because they pay better. So if you are a Nigerian brand and you're based in Nigeria, it's difficult for you to get top quality talent because they are looking for the remote jobs because it pays better and it's more convenient for them. And what talent have in common is freedom, and they have that freedom. If they work, they close their computer, they go and do what they want to do with the rest of their time. So, how will you build a brand that attracts talent? Always you think of while building brand is we are looking for customers in mind. We have customers in mind while we are building our brand, right? Always is how customers perceive us, how is our partners going to perceive us. But what about the talent? If you don't have a brand that attracts talent, people will not want to work in your company. Because you have a good company, but the brand is not qualitative enough. It didn't show creativity, it didn't show good working environment, it didn't show progress. People will not like to work in that company. So you need to build a brand that can attract talent. So first, you need to show them this brand gives freedom. If you are looking for talent in a creative space, this have to be at the back of your hand. You are getting a freedom. You are not coming here to restrict you to how we want things to be done. No, you have freedom to bring your ideas out, to bring your vision out. We are okay to hire you out. What are you thinking about? So, are we together? Okay. So, because I can now mix this with Hausa, even though, if I do Hausa along the way, it's fine? Okay, so I'll try to do that because I see majority of the audience. And then diversification. So if your company is based in Katsina and you have all the team from Katsina, it might sound okay because it's maybe you will pay the same prices in salaries and stuff. But when it's come to the thinking, the strategy you use in solving problems, that's when you know diversification in creative industry is good. Because the way anyone, based on your background, based on your how you grow up, you have...
Please, I want to pass information.
Okay.
All right, so there is a timer in the room, and they are going to notify you when it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, and then...
Yeah, he let me know.
Okay, thank you.
So having diverse team bring talent to you. Because if you have diverse team, that means the thinking and your designs and everything you are doing in a creative space will be different. Will not be exactly the same because you have the same number, the same kind of people, the same orientation. Hello? The slide, please. Okay. And if you get this talent, let's say you all go over these problems and you get the talent. The first inspiration matters, how you onboard them, right? If you show them in the onboarding process, look, this creative thing, this what we value the most is your skills. It's how you work with us, how we're going to listen to you. That kind of onboarding processes keep talent around in your companies. And then immediately you onboard them, you show them they belong to your company. You give them the tools they need, and most importantly, give them a project. Let's say you employ a product manager Turkey, and she spent a week just joining a meeting, stand-up calls. Even if you don't have a project for her, create a new project, give that immediately after you onboard that person, give him a project. You have a sense of belonging. Okay, all the energy you put it into that project. Even if the project will not scale,